go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The Datsun is running. It is going, but it is not driving yet. We're almost there, guys, but you know, it's been a long time since I've done a Datsun 280Z video, and I feel that it's about time that I update you guys on what's going on in the car. There's a ton that I've done over the last year, and we finally, you know, got it going. So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about what happened, how we got it started, and then also I'm gonna be talking about what all the updates I did in the car, what I have going on in the car, and what I have left to do to get it more and more on the channel. Now, as you guys know, I am a new YouTuber, so I'm still learning on doing all this and doing the video recording and stuff like that, but I'm taking you guys along for the journey, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Now, I'm gonna put a timestamp below in the description just to let you guys know for the first part and the second part of the video. Feel free to skip where you want, but let's go ahead and just dig into what happened. So, as you guys know, the Datsun's over at the shop, and I work on it probably once a weekend, maybe. You know, it's not that frequent, but I try to get as much work on it, a wrench on it as I can. And so we ended up having our schedules aligned with me and my mechanic, and we ended up trying to throw some gas in there. We got everything hooked up, the wiring done. We're just like, let's just get it going. So we ended up put some fuel in it. We ended up with 2 fuel leaks. Now, as you guys know, I put in the whole fuel system myself, and the fuel system, you know, consists of brand new fuel lines, brand new fuel rail, fuel injectors, even an easy EFI wiring harness. Everything's new. So just to only have 2 leaks was actually pretty shocking to me. But we tightened those up. That was no problem. Once we did that, we tried to get it started. We turned it over, but we kept getting some really bad misfires, and that's why you guys are seeing those flames in the beginning. I mean, the whole shop was just, the whole car was just on fire at one point, because I don't have the full muffler on. I just have the headers all the way down to like a mid pipe, and we were like, why is the timing so off? Because we kept trying to tune it, and we ended up finding out that of course this is a mistake I did, but the fuel pump I put in was off by probably 90 degrees, and that was just enough to really put it to the point where we couldn't manually get it back to where it was. So we ended up dropping the fuel, or dropping the oil, and then the oil pump, and then being able to put the oil pump back in correctly, and that was able to really solve that issue. Now, it did take a little bit tuning with the distributor, but we were able to get it going, and the ignition worked, everything worked, and it started. So that was it to get it going. We still have a little bit more to do to get it on the road, but I do have a lot of exciting things that we have updated on the car that I want to update you guys on. First and foremost, I got some custom wheels made for the car. They finally came in after a couple months, and they're original Watanabes, but I had them custom made in length, and there were 16s originally, and I think I put them to 17s, 9.5 in the front, and 10.5 or 11 in the rear. Now, for, you know, a Datsun, that's pretty aggressive. The fender flares that I have on the car don't even fit anymore, so now I need to update the fender flares and get them a little bit more so I can get a stance. Now, on the video, I do have the car, you know, it's on coilover, so it's raised right now because I'm still doing a lot of stuff with the car, and I need to maneuver it a lot, so it's not stanced correctly. But once we get all the stuff in, do the alignment, and do the fender flares, we're gonna lower it and make sure it stands right, and I'll update you guys on a separate video for that. Now, for the brakes, you guys know I did the Willwood brakes in the rear, the actual disc conversion versus the drums, and then in the fronts, I just updated the disc and then put brand new OE brakes on there for now. I am planning on doing some Willwoods in the front too as well. I just wanted to get the car going, get everything else going, and then I'll just do a replacement video in the future for that. And for the exterior, you guys should be aware, I have the Skillard full body kit all the way around. So we're talking about the grille, the front splitter, the front air dam, and then we got the side skirts, the diffuser on the rear, all the way around the car. Now, I had a chance to go visit this guy in Oregon. As you guys know, I live in Seattle, And man, he has an awesome shop, awesome car, and he makes really cool parts. So if you guys are looking at parts, definitely check out his website. I'll put a link to his website in the description. And no, I'm not getting paid to say it. I just really like his parts, and I feel like a lot of Datsun owners already know his quality of work. So definitely worth a look. Now on that note, on the interior, I did have a bunch of skiller parts still. I had the center console replaced. I even opted for the cup holders. And then I have the radio delete, and then the heat core delete, and I'm going to be putting in custom buttons in there for the toggle switches that I want. Now I also, you guys know that I had the NRG quick release wood grain steering wheel. I like the wood grain because it kind of matches the aesthetic of the car, and I'm going to be matching a couple other things in the car with that steering wheel just to give it a good look. Now I also did the door cards. The door cards are kind of this matte black finish. It just kind of brings in the style of the car. I still need to update the finishes on there to really kind of bring in the design, but for now I just wanted to put something up to kind of make it look good. Now other than the door cards, I have the rear deck lid behind, but I had so much stuff in that car, I just kind of left it there. I'll follow up with another video and just do a whole interior walkthrough once I finish the interior the way I like. I mean, even updating the seats. The seats, you know, I'm still debating if I want them to be the original seats or do aftermarket, but I'm gonna update you guys on a later date. Now, where the most of my money went was definitely the engine. The engine had so much work, thousands and thousands of dollars, and a lot of hours. So that's really primarily the reason why we took so long. And no excuse, because you can get this done a whole lot quicker. You know, it's just, this is a secondary car. You know, we have a lot going on, so no excuse. We're gonna be better moving forward, I promise. But on the engine, as you guys know, all new fuel rail, fuel lines, you know, fuel injection, wiring harness, bring it up to date. We have O2 sensors on the intake, brand new intake manifold, air duct, and then we also have an O2 sensor on the exhaust. We also have ignition wires, ignition, a distributor, starter, alternator. Everything you could think of really is new, like everything in that car. It's either was been touched, repurposed, or, you know, brand new. So everything has been touched in that car. So because of that, attention to detail, something you don't want to rush. And right now we're kind of getting to the point where it's going to be on the road, probably, I don't want to jinx it, but within the next month or so. You know, really going to try to be getting more aggressive on finishing things up. What we have left is going to be the brake lines. We're going to do all new custom fitting brake lines, and then we definitely have to finish up the tune, so make sure the car is properly tuned and everything's good to go. And then, like I said to you guys earlier, alignment, suspension parts all need to be dialed in. There's a ton of adjustment points on the whole car. And then of course the exhaust, I need to do the exhaust video. We're going to have that custom done. Because all the exhaust systems for these cars are just, in my opinion, are terrible. They're not good, and you know, they just don't fit right. So the best way to do is just go custom and just kind of give them a base plate to work with. So I got the twice pipe exhaust, and that's what we're just gonna have fitted to the car. So that's it for today's video, guys. I appreciate you for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions. Please let me know in the comments like what you guys think I should do with this car. If you guys are building a Datsun 2, if there's anything specifically that you think I should think about adding to the car to really make it over the top. Now, last but not least, of course, I forgot the obvious, but the paint. So we're gonna primer it and then have it wrapped, and then that's gonna kind of finish everything off. But that's kind of obvious. We wanted to get everything else kind of figured out, get the body squared away, and then we're gonna, as you see, it's already down to bare metal. So then we just gotta finish it up, mock everything, and then wrap it or paint it. Now, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. It helps me be motivated to post more and more. And I appreciate you guys all the way. You know, this is a new journey for me, and I'm excited for it. And I'm happy to bring you along. And I promise to be better at posting more. So, thank you guys for watching. You guys have a good one.